you're asking a question about women, and I want to answer it. In Surah Al-Ahzab, chapter 33, verse 50, you said 58, it's not, it's verse 59. But anyway, that's okay. It says, Ya ayyuhan nabi, which means, oh my nabi or my prophet, tell your azwajika, which is your wives, wa binatika, which is your daughters, and the believing women. You didn't put that in here, but it was to all the women. This is not just to his wife, and it's not just to his daughter. This is to all the believing women, that they have to cover themselves. They have to totally cover themselves with abaya when they go out. Now there's different words that Allah used in Quran. The other word that he used in Surah An-Nur was the word khimar, and the khimar used to be worn in the back of the head. They knew what that was because a lot of women wore it, just wore it. That was a custom. And he ordered them to draw it down or drop it over their juyubihina, which is the chest area where the cleavage is, and they have to bring it down over. And that's exactly why so many of the women of the time, from the Meccan women, covered their faces as well, because it was just real easy. Drop that down, cover it all up, and they used to be they called them black crows because you couldn't tell anything except that it was black wherever they went. So as far as being annoyed, it means so that women will not be annoyed by what? By men staring at them. You may not be aware of this, but I think many of you are. There's something in Islam called the evil eye. The ayn is something very serious. Nobody wants it. We seek protection from it in the Quran. Allah warns us about it, and how we seek protection. We ask Allah for protection from these things in the last two surahs. You should recite them every night. Ladies, men, both of you, you should recite this because it is protection. This is very good. The Prophet ﷺ, when it was revealed, he never left off doing that. So we should do the same. Now, when a woman is going around without being properly covered, there are men, non-Muslim and Muslim, and we're just saying men in general, who will look at you with the evil eye because they say, hey baby, hey what's up, hey. Or even in their heart, and it's still the ayn on you. And Allah is warning you. That's why we warn the sisters, don't turn your hijab into artwork. Don't turn your hijab into an attraction, because that was the whole idea to start with, that you're not trying to cause people to stare at you. And you go out here and you've got, I'm sorry to mention, but some of our sisters, they got signboards with messages about Allah, about Islam, across their chest, across their back. They're walking around with they think they're wearing hijab, they got a scarf on and blue jeans. But men are looking at you, and Allah is telling you how to avoid this kind of annoyance. It doesn't mean that, because I know what some sisters' argument is. You know what they told me? Well, if I wear hijab, I'm calling attention to myself. If I'm here with the non-Muslim ladies, I could just dress like they do and nobody notices me. That isn't what Allah said. Don't let the sisters come to you and twist that. You sisters all wearing hijab, you know. But these other sisters, when they come with that stuff, don't let them pull that on you, because that's not what Allah said, and you know that's not the meaning. It's a big test. I don't want to be a woman. Alhamdulillah, I'm a man. I don't want the test of a woman. It's too hard. I couldn't do it. I don't know how women can do it. I told my wife many times, a hijab, I told her, we were riding down the road. My wife does all the driving, by the way. They don't let me drive. If you ever rode with me, you'd know why. I have 2 gears, fast and faster. And I don't need a brake because I'll hit something eventually. So they don't let me drive. So here's my wife driving. She would know. You can imagine this. She did it in Saudi Arabia, by the way, in Mecca, which they don't allow that. She said, but I just want to show them that's not Islam. So she was a brother suburban. She put her gear, drove off, and he's standing there going, huh! But we were riding one night. It was so hot. We don't have air conditioning in the car, alhamdulillah. But it's so hot, and it's at night. And I told her, I said, you know, you can take that face cover off. Nobody can see you on the freeway. She said, no, I'm not going to do it. She said, what if a truck passed by? I said, a truck? How is he going to see you at night? He's trying to see the road. Just, you know, you can relax. And when I'm talking to her, she said, you know what? Allah can see me, and I'm happy. I said, okay. So I don't want to be a woman. It's too hard. It's too hard. You girls have so much that you have to put up with, including us. Can girls pierce their ears? I guess so. I don't know. Good question. I don't want to ask the question. Sometimes, by the way, there's some questions I don't want to ask. You know why? Because I don't want to know the answer. Especially if I eat something I really like it. Somebody say, wait a minute, is that haram? Don't ask till I'm done. I don't want to know.